So you want to learn how to do SEO for YouTube. In this video, I've got you covered top to bottom, and unlike a lot of other videos you might have seen, they don't really hit on some of the most important factors that you really need to be considering when it comes to search engine optimizing your videos so you can get higher rankings, more views, more traffic, and ultimately more eyeballs on your videos. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video because that's where I'm going to give you some of the more overlooked things that a lot of people aren't really hitting on when it comes to search engine optimization on YouTube. My name is Jesse Minch with Inspire Video Marketing, and my goal is to inspire you to inspire others with your videos and make a living while doing it. So first things first, we got to talk about how you should be going about optimizing your videos. And the process should start well before filming. That's a big mistake I see a lot of people make, is they make the video and then they just slap on a title, some tags, blah, blah, blah. And at the end of the day, the video doesn't really fit maybe what they're trying to optimize it for. So for me, in this video, at the very beginning, I said SEO for YouTube. So boom, right away, you know that this video is the video that you are looking for, right? I didn't just talk about how to get higher rankings or how to get more people to watch your video. I told you specifically what you wanted to see, and this whole video revolves around targeting that keyword. So that's kind of like your first pre-step. Step number one then from there is to figure out what keyword is it that you're going to try to go for. So there's a couple different ways you can go about this. You can either try to target search, or you can try to target suggested, or possibly both. But I'd highly recommend you go for one or the other. So an example of this would be, say, hey, this is the search phrase I'm trying to optimize for. But on YouTube, where you can really get a ton of views is if you actually optimize for the suggested engine, so the other kind of SEO. You can rake up lots and lots of views by showing up as a suggested video next to a popular video or a similar video. So once you've figured out what the search term is that you're going to try to show up for, or the suggested video, from there you want to start to do some research. Now there's a tool that I recommend you use. I'm going to have a link for that in the description down below. It is an affiliate link. That is free, but if you decide to get the paid version, I will get a small commission. But it's something I use, I recommend everyone uses, and even the free version is great. But it's going to help you kind of figure out what keywords are getting a lot of search volume, and then ones that are low competition. So if you're trying to show up in search, you'd want to try to find something that has a lot of search volume, but at the same time lower competition, so you have a better chance of ranking for it. You can also do this to research other videos that maybe you're looking at to try to show up for suggested, and from that say, okay, these are the keywords I really need to use. So once you got those keywords, you're going to want to use them in your tags, in your title, and then also in the description, and little variations of the keyword in the description, so that way it says to YouTube, hey, that's what this video is about, and gives it an indication of, okay, this topic it's hitting on, this is what we should show up and search for, these are the videos we should show up and suggested, and so forth. A couple big tips for this: if you can, try to make sure you get that keyword somewhere in the title, but then also you want to make sure it's earlier in your description. Google and YouTube put more weight on the keywords that are earlier in the description, also higher up in your tag. So make it one of your first 3, 4, 5 tags, the main keyword you're looking to target. Make sure it's in that first 2 to 3 keywords. Okay, so here's the other part of optimization that people don't really talk about. The first thing we got to talk about is your title. So we know you got to get your keywords in, or the video that you're trying to show up suggested next to. You want to try to have similar keywords to that. That's all fine and dandy. A lot of people know that. But what a lot of people don't consider is how clickable is your title. So how much interest does it intrigue from people that are going to watch your video? Does it say to someone, hey, I got to see this video, right? If you don't have that element in there, then you're really missing out on a lot of views. And YouTube looks at, when someone sees a video, how much do they click it to watch it? Because at the end of the day, if your title isn't intriguing and people are watching it, you're not going to show up in search for suggested. Next big thing is your thumbnail. Now, this isn't what you probably think. A lot of people think, oh, you got to make sure you title the thumbnail exactly the same as your title, have your keyword in that, both in the Photoshop file, also having it in the actual, JPEG or PNG file that you're going to use. That can help with showing up in maybe Google search results, but there's actually been some tests that I've seen that show that it doesn't really make a difference having those keywords all that much, if at all, in YouTube search results. But where it does matter is in how you optimize it. Again, is it clickable? Is it intriguing? Does it tell a story? You want to kind of get people a little taste of what they're going to learn in the video, but at the same time leave a little bit of mystery, a little intrigue, kind of give them a taste of a story or an insider little tip, maybe if you got a top 5 tips. But again, if that thumbnail isn't intriguing and people aren't seeing it, less chance they're going to click on it. A couple tips for you on this: high contrast images, so using opposite colors, using black, using white, but also having simplicity to it, not having too much stuff going on, and a lot of times that can kind of make it hard to understand what's happening. And also always keep in mind when you're making a thumbnail, mobile device. Mobile devices are responsible for a lot more traffic than they used to be on YouTube now. About 70 to 75% of traffic is coming from that at this time. So you want to make sure if you're going to put text in there, you're not putting too much, because if it's really little, no one's going to read it. No one's going to take the time to read it. So try to keep it to like 2-3 words, maybe up to 6 words, and then it's big if you are going to use words. And then that the image is clear, easy to understand. Those are little things that can help bring people into the video. Again, check out that TubeBuddy tool. That'll help you a ton. There's actually a tool in there that you can do A/B split tests with, so you can figure out which of your 2 thumbnails is better. It'll basically take one thumbnail and put it up one day, and then the next day it'll put your other thumbnail that you want to do. So every day it's switching, and then you can figure out which thumbnail is better. That's something you can do to dramatically improve the performance of your videos. So those last 2 things were probably the most important ones, honestly, even more than your keywords and all that other stuff. But this final one is probably the Mac Daddy of them all. You want to make sure that you're getting watch time on your video. So what does that mean? How do you go about doing that? Well, you want to have a good video that keeps people engaged, right? So the content itself has to be good. But a big tip I've got for you is don't give away like all the best stuff until the end of the video, like I'm doing for this one. If this video helped you out, click the like button, subscribe button, and the bell icon. That's all I got for you guys. I'll see you in the next video on the channel.